Hello and welcome to a new episode of Aslan Live. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the Gaziantep game, which we won 3-0, the opening game in the Super League. Yeah, it just felt like I said previously, yesterday, that we celebrated our championship with Muslera and Mertens. The season started extremely early this season, and that's some problems, of course, with the field. We saw the field today. I thought it was going to be a really difficult game, actually, because you saw how sloppy the field was for the players, and it's not easy to play on those fields. And not only that, also the weather. I think it was 35 degrees, and that's so difficult to play on. You saw the players, they were sweating. So the referee, it was just a difficult game, and to win so comfortable is just amazing. Such a good start, and it's good to see the boys back. Barish played extremely well. Eren Elmalı was fantastic. I really liked Gabriel Sara today also. It's many players, Yunus Akgün. Um, but yeah, we won 3-0. Barış Alper scored 2 and had 1 assist. Yeah, he was just Barış as a striker. He showed that against Strasbourg also, that he just developed so much in the last year. He's an incredible player for us, Barış Alper, and yeah, so important for us. We started in a 4-2-3-1, it looked like. Hello, Ruben. Nice to see you, man. With Salah or Gunay in the goal, Salah as right back, Davinson Sanchez and Abdul Karim as center backs, Eren Elmalı as left back, Torreira and Lemina midfielders, Yunus Akgün and Leroy Sané as wingers, Gabriel Sara as a number 10/8, and Barış Alper at top. And yeah, I was not really surprised because in the previous episode I had the similar 11, but with Jakobs instead of Eren Elmalı. But because Jakobs play really well in the friendlies, but Eren Elmalı, he deserves to play because he was so good for us when he came in the last season. So he deserves to play, of course, and he played really well today. And we started the game really bad, I think, or really shaky. They came through us so easy in one situation, and I didn't know what to think. It was just like, oh, how do we start now? But then we slowly but surely came into the match, and when our players are waking up, they are just on another level than the other teams in the Super League. And Salah got a penalty. For me, it was a penalty. I know that someone are saying that he maybe fell a bit easy, but Kevin Rodriguez is known to do those things. We know that from Kasımpaşa. And to just give the referee a chance to blow there I think it's his fault, and it's a penalty for me. But yeah, we started there, got the penalty. Barış Alper scored on our second goal. Gabriel Sara with a fantastic pass to Barış Alper, who played into Eren Elmalı, who also had a fantastic run. And to see Barış Alper like that is he's just so scary player, man. If he, before he would shoot there, but that he slowly learns to pass there instead when he can. If Barış just comes to that level, that he's consistent in that, he will be his value would just rise so much more. And yeah, Baris Alper, what a monster. He just played so well tonight. And we probably used him a bit too much behind the defense. But again, the field today, it was so horrible. I'm just glad that no one of our players got injuries, because that field was so scary. And with the heat also, it's so dangerous for the players. The Gaziantep player, I think he got injured because of the field, and the players just struggled to stand there. So yeah, it was just a dangerous field, I think, and it's not easy to play, out from defense on fields like that, because it's look at players like Gabriel Sara, Leroy Sané, Yunus Akgün. When they try to touch the ball in some positions, the ball just bounced on their knees, and it was just so bad field. And I know that the weather in Turkey, it's so hot there right now, so they are struggling to keep the field sustainable. But I don't know. I don't even know why we're starting the season so early. Because I heard like it's a World Cup in 2026, but I don't see any other leagues starting so early. So and in Turkey it's so hot also. So yeah, the field was really difficult, and it was like these brown lines on the field. It was just, yeah, not easy to play on that field for sure for the players. So we tried to build up a bit more in the second half, but in overall, I think it just was difficult. And when you have players like Baris Alper, and yeah, but again, we need to be better in the build up also in the long term, I think. And we really dominated the game. We got 2 penalties. I think both of them are clear. And I think also that the red card to Gaziantep is clear. You saw that the Gaziantep players tried to get their penalties also, but I don't think they should have got. Maybe in the beginning where Torreira tackled, it was really dangerous there. It could easily been a penalty if he had hit him a bit differently. So it was really dangerous there. But yeah, luckily for me, it looked like he hit the ball first. So and not just first, but that he didn't take, the ankles or the knees or the legs. For me, it seems like he was lucky but perfectly uh, tackled the ball there. So it was, yeah, it was again a difficult game, but not. It didn't look like that, and Sané is not in form yet, and that's totally normal. He played in the FIFA Club World Cup just a month ago or something. So that he just starting the game is incredible, if you ask me. He really lost many 50-50 duels, and struggled to come in the game. But from maybe 55-minute to 65-minute in a 10-minute or 50-minute period, Sané really showed his class. And yeah, he missed on a big chance in the first half also, after a fantastic pass by Abdul Karim. And this is something we need to be used to be honest, because Sané is a player who comes to so many chances, but again, he misses a lot of them. So yeah, it was. I think it's just gonna be better and better, and yeah, we're leading 3-0 in the first half, and Yunus Akgün, what an important player he is. He's just breaking. When he gets the ball, he just go through lines. He keeps the ball. Yunus is so valuable for us. We don't have many players like Yunus who is good in the tight spaces. And I think he played a really good game tonight also, and some of his combinations are just incredible. So Yunus is yeah, he's imp- I don't know how we're gonna play when Icardi and Osimhen is coming back, because but I think Barış Alper and Yunus probably are one of our two most important players. Hello, Ardanimo. I tried to fix this layout and everything, but yeah, it's now I'm trying to take away those black spaces. So nice to see you, man. Did you watch the game, guys? Rubo Ivers, I know you watched it. Did you watch it, Ardanimo? So yeah, it was a really good start. In the second half, um, Gaziantep, it was 3-0, but Gaziantep tried to attack much on our left side, and they got to one really big chance where Torreira saved us. His tackle there was just fantastic. And one thing about that also, the nice Ardanimo. um, what do you think about the game? But yeah, Torreira, his yellow card. I don't understand this. This is from the last season. The journalists in Turkey, where they said like, yeah, Galatasaray players don't get yellow card, don't get yellow card. I will remember of the second part of the season in the previous season. We just got so many yellow cards, and look at Torreira's yellow card there. It's, if you ask me, it's nowhere near yellow card. And to give away so easy yellow cards, it's just in the long run, it's gonna be difficult. And this is, for me, it's the pressure from the Turkish journalists who are on the social media, who is like, Torreira never getting yellow card, Torreira never getting yellow card. Look now when he's just touching a player, he's getting yellow card. It's not fair at all, if you ask me. So yeah, but Lemina also got a yellow card. Yes, that's a yellow card, but on the tackle on Salah, isn't that not a yellow card? I'm not trying to say that the referee didn't. We got two penalties. They got the red card, and I think all of them are fair. But these small details with the yellow cards will be important in the long run. So yeah, and Torreira saved us with that tackle, because that was 100% chance where you just, yeah, Torreira is so important for us. I think Gabriel Sara played extremely well today also. He is running so much. Gabriel Sara is, I think it's a so how do you say it? Like, he's so important for us, and I don't think people really are clear of that, because he's running, he's going in the high press, he's tracking back, he's so good with the ball. Yes, he's not the, and what I really love about Gabriel Sara is that he's really trying to fitting in the system as a 10/8, because he's so smart. He's not like, I don't want to play a number 10. And I know, because Gabriel Sara said in an interview that with ESPN in Brazil, that he really enjoys to play as a 6 or 8. But you see how he just tries to really fits in the system and where he's playing right now. And I think he can play really, really well there, if he's adapting and in the same time doing it to his style, because he will never be a Mertens. But if Gabriel Sara is being Gabriel Sara in that 10 role, he can be fantastic there. Hello, Melly. Nice to see you. Yeah, Gabby and Leroy Sané, it would be amazing, man. What do you think about the game? And Leroy Sané, yeah, he still needs time, man, but he just came from the FIFA club not long ago. I don't know how many times he has trained with us. And also, I'm laughing a bit because I remember one Fenerbahce journalist, what's his name again? Serjan, I think. I don't remember his last name, but he's like a well-known journalist. And he was like, yeah, Fener didn't want Gabriel Sara because he just thought about money. So they rejected him. They tried to make it in that way. I like, do you really think, I said Leroy Sané, right? Do you really think that Leroy Sané would have gone to Gaziantep? You see that he just wants to play and come in form. Um, and it's like you see that he's so hungry in some sense. And I love the detail he said a couple of days ago, that we are the team that everyone wants to beat because we won 3 times in a row, and that um, I am here to stop that from happening, that they are beating us. And he has a World Cup he wants to play in next year, Leroy Sané. So to just say that he's coming here for the money, I don't think that's right. Then he could go to Saudi Arabia. So I think for Leroy Sané, the most important thing for him was to be um, like a valuable player, because in Bayern München he wasn't that. I watched some of Bayern's games, and they got Olise, Harry Kane, Musiala. So Leroy Sané was like he he wasn't the playmaker there. He was like the player who made the runs. He was not the creative player. He was more like the going behind the defense, making those runs. While here, I think he wants to be like a bit more in the build-up, the combinations. Of course, he did that in Bayern München too, but they got some really good playmakers there. So, what do you guys think of Gunnar today? I think Gunnar did good actually. Gunnar was really, he's solid, man, and I just love to see that Gunnar. Because in the Lazio game, when the fans screamed Ederson, Ederson, and while they are on the field and warming up, it's just not, what can I say? It's not so smart to do that, I think. But yeah, Gunnar, he's good with his feet. He's a, for me, he's a really good second goalkeeper, to be honest. But if we are not getting that top goalkeeper, I don't think we should run for that. Um, I heard some rumors that we were interested in, a goalkeeper from Mallorca, and I don't. Maybe it's a really good goalkeeper, but if we're not going for that top goalkeeper, I'm not sure what we should do with Gunnar then. And Gunnar signed a new contract, and that's really nice. But I still think we need a goalkeeper. I'm not sure about you guys, but I think I think Sané was a lot better in the second half compared to the first. He needs more time though. Yeah, yeah. Leroy Sané came slowly in the game and had some great passes and his dribbles. And yeah, I think with time, Leroy Sané will also be nice. Again, I can't judge the players totally either on this field. It's so difficult, this field. The ball is bouncing 4 or 5 times before they're getting it. For example, the one ball that came behind the defense when Leroy Sané ran there. The ball just bounced so strangely. I shouldn't focus too much on the field, but yeah, it's not an easy field. So, but yeah, I think it's gonna be better. And you see that I'm seeing on Twitter, for example, that people are comparing Leroy Sané to Zaha. I would talk about Zaha also because he had a funny Instagram story, so that you probably guys probably heard also. But Leroy Sané is more like he would not survive 9 seasons in Bayern München and Manchester City if he was not good in the build-up game. You see that Leroy Sané, when he can't dribble, of course he can dribble and miss the ball, but Many times when it's 2 versus 1, he plays inside. He let the possession, keeping the possession with our team, and that's so important. So yeah, Leroy Sané, I think he will be really good. If we just if we feeling like he's valuable and are getting that, what can I say, that confidence, Leroy Sané, and just let him blossom up, because I don't think he has reached his total potential yet. I saw some stats that he was like the fifth or sixth Bundesliga player who had the most, maybe 7 or 8 in the last seasons. I don't remember exactly how many seasons that he was like on the top, almost on the top, let's say top 10 in goals and assists. So he's a really he's a really good player in that sense to get goals and assists. And I can't wait to see how he's gonna do it in Super League. And his pass to Jonas Akkun also, and Jonas Akkun's run. That's what I love about both Jonas Akkun and Leroy Sané. They both are good with the ball in their feet, but they're also extremely good in their movement without the ball to make the runs behind the defense, and they are so fast also. So that's something I really love about those wingers, because when Leroy Sané or Jonas Akkun is playing left winger with the left-footed, they can also make those runs behind the defense. And we remember Jonas Akkun against Fenerbahce away last season, where he just dominated on the left side also. So it's good to see that they can switch up. They did that in the game also. Ruby Ivers, I trust Gunnar. I'm sure he was the Muslera, or he has the Muslera aura with him for the next 2 years. We have been lucky to have a goalkeeper like Muslera way above Super League, so we can't really compare or expect to have even better goalkeeper than Muslera. Yeah, and you can't compare anybody to Muslera, and that's a bit of a problem, I think, if when we are going for a new goalkeeper, or even if Gunnar is, let's say we don't get any goalkeepers. That is unfair to compare them to Muslera, because Muslera was not just a great goalkeeper, he was such a big leader. Everybody says that in the dressing room. When you're seeing like the clips from Galatasaray when they're showing it, the dressing room speech, and Muslera was just so important. And yeah, it's difficult to compare him to anybody actually. So and the problem also is that everybody's expecting the new Muslera. We want a 24, 25-year-old goalkeeper who's gonna stay with us in 10, 15 years. It's probably happening 1 of 10 times, when you're getting a new player. Not even that, 1 of 100 times. To get 1 of 1,000 times when you're, if a goalkeeper, not a goalkeeper, a player, to stay in a team for 14, 15 seasons. It just, yeah. But yeah, Gunnar has been really, yeah. I think Gunnar played really well today. So, Ruby, I remember that World Cup where Muslera had the highest save percentage of all the goalkeepers. We have been lucky, but it's gonna be hard to find a better one. Yeah, and again, it's not just, like I said, not just his skills, it's his leadership, his aura, as you're calling it. It's just Muslera will be missed, it's gonna be difficult, but we just have to wait and see who will come in, because that's a bit about the we can talk about the transfers later maybe, but I just want to talk about Lemina also. I think Lemina is so important for us in that midfield For example, he stopped some counterattacks with his physique, with his pace, with his strength. You know, Lemina is so important for us. Where it's not easy for any team to just run past our midfield anymore. Um, so um, there you have Lemina who just stops those counterattacks or those attacks. So Lemina is really important, man. And when you have players like Torreira and Gabriel Sara, who is also running a lot, um, we have a really strong midfield. I really don't want us to change on that midfield, but what are we gonna do again when Icardi and Osimhen is coming back? So yeah, it's gonna be difficult. Rubivish, leadership. You mean the way Gunnar went over to the other goalkeeper who got red card today and gave him a clap on the shoulders? In Gunnar, I trust. Yeah, Gunnar is Gunnar is also a leader. Okan Hoxha is saying that in every interview. That Gunnar is one of the most. Everybody likes Gunnar. Gunnar is a leader in the dressing room. So yeah, of course. Gunnar is really important for us. It's no doubt about that. So, but again, it seems like if you're not getting that top goalkeeper, probably maybe Gunnar should go in the goal. Be the first choice, because sometimes you shouldn't just push something unnaturally. Sometimes you just need to, okay, if it's not happening, then it's not happening. Just don't go for the fifth, sixth choice just to do it. And it's a reality also that after the Osimhen, after we got Osimhen, we don't have endless of money. You see that now that it seems like we're really struggling, we need to sell to get more players. Okan Hoxha also said that, and it's the foreign rule also. So it's not easy at all. So and I think we also need a right back. Yes, Salah. I think Salah played really well today. But again, for a whole season against better teams, I'm not sure, to be honest. And what if he's getting injured? We need a right back. We desperately need a right back, if you ask me. So yeah, here is some of the stats. I had them open for a while. Gaziantep had 0.16 in expected goals, while Galatasaray had 2.42. I think 0.80 or 90 is from a penalty. So it's times 2 because we got 2 penalties. And yeah, it's 1.60 from penalties here on the expected goals for us. So and we had 60% possession, but Gaziantep got red card with their goalkeeper, so it really made it easier for us. And yeah, we just dominated that game. So yeah, Salah played really well on the right back, Rubio. And Salah is a player, you're gonna hate to play against him. He's kicking you sometimes, he's pushing you, he's a dirty player in that sense, but he's just yeah, it's he's in the winger's head when he's defending, and but that's also can make that he's gonna, get a yellow card, make a stupid free kick. But in overall, yeah, Salah was great, man. For example, I'm not sure if you remember the pass who went behind the defense where he just chested it to Gunnar. Just it's just so good to see, because that's not easy as a right back to fall there, and when the long pass is coming, it's just yeah. Salah play really well, I think. So yeah, he is a bit dangerous there on the right back. So let me say Gunnar Guvench from the match. After the match, he said, "May the new season be beneficial for all of us. Beginnings are difficult, weather conditions, team not being fully ready. We wanted to start well. We want to achieve new successes. We are happy that we won." Yeah, it's always difficult, to just keep winning, keep winning. You need that mentality. So it's not easy at all. Salah said after the game, "We came here for 3 points. I always try to do my best on the pitch. The team fought well. We got the 3 points we deserved. I try to give my everything. I work hard. You have to work very hard to be the best on the pitch." And that's totally right. And Baris Alper also did the hurricane celebration. No, Hurricane, not hurricane. So it's yeah, it's just nice to see uh, Baris Alper, man. Especially after this Kerem Aktürkoğlu news, and just to see that Baris Alper is, everything can happen in football, but that he's so invested in playing for us. So Baris Alper also said after the game on doing Harry Kewell's celebration, "Greetings to Harry Kewell. But before coming out of the locker room, our media team asked me, 'Will you do this?' That's how it happened. Greetings to Harry Kewell." Yeah, it was the media team then, but yeah, it's yeah, I see some commenting that he should do the Harry Potter celebration. That would be insane, man, to do the Kerem Aktürkoğlu celebration, but yeah, don't think he would do that. They are on the same national team, so wouldn't be too smart, I think. Okamburg after the match, it was difficult for both teams. It was difficult for both teams to play in this heat. Performances will naturally get better. This is only the first match. We have players who are lacking match fitness. Sané has been with the team for 15 days, but he played well in the second half and improved his performance. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we shouldn't be in that top form yet, because the season is so long. The Champions League run is going to be so hard. You can't be like on the top all the time. But yeah, that's why I think we showed a bit scary performances in the friendlies. We have been in such a good form, but that's our quality in the team also. So the form needs to build up slowly but surely, and where to peak that top is not always easy, with the fitness, with the playing style, but and we're still missing Osimhen. What a player, and Icardi. So, but again, I think that midfield is so important for us. The Gabriel Sara, Lemina, and Torreira midfield. Because the teams are really struggling to go past our midfield, especially with Lemina. But when you are three there, because I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but like Gabriel Sara, he's pushing the center back. He's running straight down when we need to be in a low block with the three in the midfield. He's just running so much, and he's also so important, to play those through balls and yeah, those three in the midfield. I think we need to keep that midfield for sure. But then again, should we play with 3-5-2 or should we play with Uh, I'm not sure because 3-5-2, then you're not having wingers, and when you have so good wingers as Baris Alper, um, Leroy Sané, and Yunus Akgün, none of those players are wingbacks at all. So to benefit from them is also really important. So yeah, it was an easy victory, I think, and yeah, it's just good to start that way because it's not an easy game at all. Away, it's always difficult. And Gaziantep was a good home team last season. I think they were the seventh best team at uh, in home. So Rubivish 3-5-2 can be good also, but only if we switch it in the game, I think. Yeah, to have like a hybrid playing style that can work for sure. When you have like um, two strikers, for example, that you're switching up, that you always have like, because they don't necessarily need to be like wingbacks either. If you are playing 3-5-2, yes, in a low block you're going down, but in the attacking you can play more like a winger. So yeah, it can work. It's gonna be difficult for Okan Hoxha, but it's a luxury problem, and it's not so easy to just say, yeah, just bench Icardi. He's the second most paid in our team, and he is our captain. And even in the 23-24 season, he played 50%. He had like an injury, so he could only play like 50% of his best. He doesn't want to switch Icardi. He just wants to play. And Okan Hoxha said that also on Aspor, that Icardi is a type that just want to play, 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 while Osimhen is a player who's, when he's tired, he will switch straight away. So yeah, Rubius, let's say we start with 3-5-2, then later in the game when we're doing subs, then 4-3-3, I think. Yeah, how do you can you put up like a 3-5-2 formation and then switch it to 4-3-3? I'm just asking because it's interesting to see like what do you think about those formations. Okan Hoxha said before the game that I'm very satisfied with Jakobs. I will benefit a lot from him. Køhn, nice Rubio. Køhn is on the list. Is on the list of players who will leave. We already have two players there. That's why we didn't include Køhn or Kazımcan in this squad. And I think that's correct, because of the foreign rule. And Køhn is he has been really great in the friendlies, but again, I can't trust Køhn as a left back either. It was, for example, I think it was against Admira in the friendly, where he just stood 5 meters from the defensive line. He just destroyed the offside line, and Køhn is not. He's more a wing back, and yes, he could be beneficial in the squad, but in overall, I don't think like. Yeah, I think we should benefit from the other players, from Jakobs and Eren Elmalı. So I think it's correct to get to sell Køhn, because he got offers also, and we need that money, to buy a goalkeeper, to buy a right back. So I think yeah, Køhn is about to leave, I think. If we are getting like 5-6 million euros for him, it would be great. And he has value because Köln is a good wing back. He's a good winger. I just don't think he's the best left back in a 4 system. Another player that are leaving is Morata, who is going to Como, where we are getting 6 million euros, and I think it's just good to have that finished, because Morata was like, he could have made trouble for us, because he really wanted to leave. He didn't come to the trainings, and in the dressing room it can be a bit dangerous to have a player who's not satisfied at all and wants to leave. So to get those 6 millions for Morata, I think it's great. And I think Morata did a good job for us. I think he really suited that role he was given, because when he came, when Frankowski came, I think they imagined that we were going to play 3-5-2, and Cuesta came, with the 3 center backs, and Frankowski as a right wing back, Eren as a left wing back, and Morata and Osimhen at the top. But yeah, unfortunately it didn't work that well. So and maybe that's a problem from the coaching, the staff also. But in the end, we got the benefit from Morata because he scored some crucial goals. He had some assists, and he was good in the build-up. I think in overall he did a good job for us, and getting 6 millions for him is not bad, because this is the fee that we paid for Morata. It was a loan fee, 6 million euros, option 8 million euros in 6 installments. Salary for the salary of this second half of this season, 3 million euros. So as it looks here, it looked like we lost 9 million euros, but again, or paid 9 million euros for him, but I don't think that's true, because the loan fee was 6 million euros and we were supposed to loan him 1 year. We just loaned him for 3, 4, 5 months. 6 months. And probably Galatasaray and Milan talked with each other that cut out that loan fee or something, because you can't pay the fully 6 million euros, because we didn't loan him for a year, what we were supposed to do.